With YouTube attacking alternative media, please consider supporting the channel via Patreon for just $1 per month. Link below. Parenting is a hell of a thing, in my opinion. Like, I mean, I'm new to it. I'm exceptionally new to it, right? But I understand there's certain things I do and I don't do. Like, I make sure that my daughter's fed every 4 hours, that she's changed, that she's comfortable. I make sure what I feed her is the proper food for her at her particular age. She's growing so fast, a lot of things are going to change very, very, very soon. She'll be going into a high chair, eating some, cereal and like non-milk and everything else. But I should realize that if I'm going to be raising my kid on people food, I should know what kind of food I'm giving her, which is what brings me to the story here, because this woman is exceptionally stupid, and I'm glad she's in trouble. Because she's arrested after giving her toddler mac and cheese that was made with THC butter. So yeah, mac and THCs. That's a horrible pun. It sounds better written out than it does anything else. But still, she's in trouble for giving her toddler mac and cheese that was made with THC butter. Parenting, Arizona parenting, I should say. Now, a Tempe mom was arrested after police say her child ate mac and cheese made with THC butter. THC is a chemical in cannabis that gets you high. Thank you, azfamily.com, for that stunning report on what THC is, as if we had no knowledge prior to this moment in time about the chemicals inside pot that fucks you up. Good job. Anyway, Alania Marie Limpert, 25 years old, was booked on 1 count of child abuse. The Department of Child Safety was notified by someone in Limpert's home that her almost 2-year-old daughter had ingested THC butter while eating macaroni and cheese with her father. I mean, like, if it was an accident sort of thing, like, I get it. I do. I've had friends that like have not realized there were pot cookies in the fridge and then ate like 4 pot cookies and then had a really horrible night, in which case you laugh at them because they're so stoned. But this is not, an over 20-year-old man. This is like a toddler, like less than 24 months. So yeah, there's a bit more there to worry about. Now it says here, during that time, neither parent took the child to immediate emergency care. Yeah, that's a mess up right there. I would, if my daughter had ingested, accidental mac and cheese laced with THC butter, my girlfriend would be like hightailing it to the hospital, everything under the sun. But I almost have to wonder if just that the woman was more like, I don't want to get busted for this one. So instead, it was witnessed inside the residence that they both laughed about the side effects the child experienced during that time and then proceeded to place her in their backyard pool and to use the cold water to shock her. She's not drunk. There's a difference there. Like, if you know how it is, you see someone, they're passed out drunk, you throw cold water in their face to shock them awake and give them coffee to counteract the effects of the alcohol and send them on their day. You're not going to be able to sit there and give a toddler a strong cup of Joe and a Camel Light to kind of get her out of her funk from being stoned. Water's not going to work like that. It requires sleep and to maybe take them to the hospital to make sure they're okay. Now, here's the thing. I understand the desire to kind of laugh at that, because in essence, it is kind of a funny thing, right? You go, oh my God, my child was entirely wasted on pot. That's going to be a funny story for when they're older, right? You laugh about it afterward. You don't laugh about it in the moment. Is it because you were high too off of eating THC-laced mac and cheese? The answer to that is probably. Now, it wasn't until 2 days later the Department of Child Safety was notified and arrived to take custody of all 3 kids living at the home. I don't know if that's going like, I kind of feel like that might be a bit too harsh, like it feels like it was more of an accidental thing, but CPS rolling in to like scoop up the kids because there was pot butter that was used in mac and cheese feels a little bit over the top. But then again, it is Arizona. So, they're like the West Coast Florida. Hospital officials later confirmed that they found THC in the infant's system. Limpert later admitted to making the mac and cheese with THC for her husband, but did not know the daughter ingested it. And she's due back in court on the April 19th. Okay. So here's the thing. She made the mac and cheese with the pot butter for her husband. Her husband then I would assume fed it to the child, right? Or, fed it to her maybe accidentally or maybe on purpose. There was a video that popped up on Facebook Live a few weeks ago of a little little tiny kid puffing on a joint, you know, and that sent the world into like straight up like rage on that mother. So intentionally trying to dope your child is definitely a bad thing and a no-no. But if it's an accident, that I understand. I do understand. Like, I'm not going to be completely a dick about this. However, it did say that at the home, police found 2 marijuana grow tents in the garage. They also found mushrooms, bongs, pipes, containers of hash oil, and other drug paraphernalia. In the home's refrigerator on the top shelf were 3 large tubs of THC butter. So yeah. So what we got here is we got this mom, right, who just based upon the initial idea there is like, you're kind of going like, ha, yeah, she got her kids taken away because, you know, some overzealous CPS agent was like, you gave your kid pot butter. No, then you just kind of continue down the story and you find out, oh, they had 2 large grow tents in their garage. They were also growing shrooms. They had hash oil and a whole bunch of other THC butter in the fridge. Okay. So they were clearly dealing, and they were clearly doing some shady shit, because as far as I know, marijuana is not legal in Arizona yet, right? I believe it will be soon enough, but right now it's definitely not. So this kind of thing is definitely illegal. So that backs up why she was arrested for her child ingesting THC. And that is actually a big problem about keeping, I think, keeping drugs and alcohol on the premise if you're going to do them. I'm not against people getting high or getting drunk. I'm not one bit. Don't do it when kids are around. Don't let your kids see it. Clearly, you know, treat your drugs and your alcohol like you would a gun. You know, treat it like you would a gun. Lock it away. Make sure it's a key lock. They can't get to it and whatnot, because kids are going to get curious at some point in time, and they're going to get crunk on your supply. And trust me, I know this. I remember one time my stepdad, my parents left for the night. I found my stepdad's vodka that was hidden. I drank a lot of vodka and then ate an entire Papa John's pizza to myself. It was not my highest moment of my life, but felt pretty good by the end of it. I'm just saying, it's like kids are always, I was like 16, and kids are always going to find a way to do this kind of crap. They're always going to be searching around. So yeah, I'm not against you getting high. I'm not against you getting drunk. Just make sure if you're going to do it, your kids aren't there. You know, they don't accidentally ingest mac and cheese, whatever. But the thing is, the parents were probably high, and they're like, she's fucked up right now. It's pretty funny. You know, I'm honestly surprised they didn't pull out their phone and go, all right, Facebook, you know, and put that out there. Actually, I take that back. At this point in time, I fully believe that they probably have done that, and that video might actually surface down the road. In which case, we probably get a better idea as to just kind of how crazy messed up this kid was off of marijuana-laced mac and cheese. What you just saw was a shorter clip from a longer show. The Rustled Podcast airs every Sunday through Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard on rustled.net. Please consider subscribing to the channel, as well as 3 Buck Theater, and potentially becoming one of our sponsors at patreon.com/mundanematt. Thank you, and have a great day.